minutes it won't be discovered by them that we are distributing the wrong paper. They came with the knowledge much later. As a result thereof, it was considered more appropriate to allow them to attempt this question.
So the students are allowed, they are there for the entire examination
on the basis of Canada Bank question paper. And the difficulty level of this question, both the papers minutes, because anyone can be distributed, are modulated by the experts to be at the same level.
No. There is the occasion to give 14, how many students are the 8 centers?
8 centers, total number of students is 3,307.
No. Yeah, initially NPA takes a decision to award base marks to those?
No, it's only after it came to be realized that some places the loss of time was there. Only then the decision was taken.
Loss of time was there.
After realizing when the complaints are there, students approached the courts also saying that because of wrong distribution of paper, we could not avail the exact number of exact.
एक बार फटाफट जुड़िए सब लोग। हाँ देखिए कोर्ट यहाँ क्या पूछ रही है कि भैया द नंबर ऑफ कैंडिडेट हु गेट कैनरा बैंक पेपर आर एनटीए बोल रहा है कि जो कैनरा बैंक का पेपर मिला था वो स्लाइटली ओवर 3000 स्टूडेंट 3000 बच्चों को कैनरा बैंक का पेपर मिला था, ऐसा कोर्ट कह रहा है, ये एनटीए कह रहा है। एनटीए इन्फॉर्म इन 8 सेंटर द रॉन्ग बुकलेट वाज डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड। जो कैनरा बैंक वाला पेपर था वो केवल और केवल 8 सेंटर पे पूरे इंडिया में डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हुआ, ऐसा एनटीए कह रहा है, ठीक है ना। और साथ ही साथ एनटीए काउंसिल से बोथ सेट ऑफ पेपर एसबीआई और कैनरा हैव सेम डिफिकल्टी लेवल, दोनों पेपर का डिफिकल्टी लेवल भी सेम डिजाइन था।
In some cases, in some centers, even after realizing that instead of Canada SBI is given, or they continue to write in 3 hours, 20 minutes time allotted was given. So we are not concerned with that. In some cases, they withdrew it halfway and said that now we are giving you another because only center will write. That figure is around 130.
देखो एनटीए काउंसिल से इन सम सेंटर्स मिडवे द रॉन्ग बुकलेट वाज विथड्रॉन, द करेक्ट बुकलेट विथड्रॉन एंड द करेक्ट बुकलेट वाज डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड। एनटीए बोल रहा है कि जो गलत बुकलेट डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हुआ उसको विथड्रॉ कर लिया गया, लेकर करेक्ट बुकलेट दिया गया। एंड इन दोज सेंटर स्टूडेंट वेयर गिवन ग्रेस मार्क्स फॉर लॉस ऑफ टाइम।
And they were asked to complete the new paper within that 320 minutes. So that only
halfway is a different story. No, halfway is a different story. First is the
at 8 centers we say we found that wrong booklet was distributed. Now all these 8 centers, the students complete the examination only in the Canada Bank booklet.
Canada Bank only.
8 centers. 8 centers, right?
This will be further by
tell us in which many centers apart from these 8 was the wrong booklet withdrawn and the correct booklet being
usually the correct number. That is the marks will bifurcate.
This statement is on okay. This actually you are having this person.
थोड़ा इंतजार करो, थोड़ा इंतजार करो, डिस्कशन जारी है।
Judge, I received the instructions. But Judger has 3 centers.
Yes.
In one, the entire Canara paper was attempted and nobody disturbed the students there. In remaining 2, realizing the mistake, the paper was taken back halfway and new paper was given. And therefore they claimed, they said that we did not get sufficient time, which was true.
Right. Now, why would the grace marks have it there?
Initially, it was decided, which according to me was not a very correct decision, that there is some judgment of your lordships in case of a
That's right.
null's flat now. That if there is a time problem, time is less, time available to the student is less, then this is the methodology by which to give the grace marks. That grace marks were given. Thereafter, that decision was
Recording of the retest paper.
yes, but those who did not get the time will get a new paper and new 3 hour 20 minutes.
Now, the retest help of 1562 students.
Yes.
Now, these 1562 students are gone from which center?
Wherever there was a time.
Retest is held that very now and that very
There are two things in here. One, why grace marks to the students who attempted Canara Bank paper? Why grace marks? On 4th of June, they were granted period on 4th of June, they declared only one key, that is the SBI Bank question paper key. There was no Canara Bank paper key. How they evaluated those people without declaring a key?
But now the grace mark was given initially to whom?
Yes, grace mark was given to the center members which we have given the time number also, yes, which is one.
Was the grace mark given to any those who had to give to what the India paper and each stream or what happened?
Yes, grace marks were given only to those persons from whom the paper was initially given, which was wrong, and subsequently given the correct paper. That is all. In some,
Now, what happened to those students who appeared in the wrong paper, the Canada paper?
their marks were given on the basis of the answer key of their sequence paper.
And they were not made to have the
No,
because the level of difficulty was now, so therefore, the grace mark is given only to those whose papers were withdrawn and given the next
which we counted as 156.
which is only as one type.
Based upon reports of city coordinators and CCTV footage.
There were 8 centers across the country that were wrong declared distributed.
Yes, please. And
Are those 8 centers includes the 3 projects?
one of them is taken. Wrong distribution is zero. Wrong will 100% two at Jharkhand. Yes, please.
Where the wrong booklet was distributed and then recalled.
Recalled and grace mark was given to grace mark.
In the 8 centers across India, the same division across sectors, the papers were recalled.
One time was not sufficient, and therefore grace mark. Out of 4750 centers, this occurred in 8 centers. 4,750 the total number of centers throughout the country.
It happened with the wrong booklet.
The wrong booklet. But whenever, for example, Jharkhand, out of 3, 1 they completed. They were not.
They have not been given a detailed details. They have been done. It's the wrong.
They have evaluated based on their answers. Okay.
This is actually let me jump on. Maybe Sri gave 3,300 of the total students where the wrong booklet was given, withdrawn midway, and allowed to continue 3,000. 3,000 were allowed to continue. 3,300 were allowed at the paper. They attempted the wrong question paper. Okay, one question. Now, the next question comes is, on 4th of June, when they declared the result, on their website, they declared only one key. One key means only SBR. They didn't declare any other. How they evaluated Canara Bank? Questions which were attempted, and where is the separate result they declared for this 3,000 people who attempted Canara Bank paper? There is no key declared by them till today. Let them show it today now. No, 1, 2.
No, it will be there. This is all okay. Not sure of the data.
Let me complete it. Now, in this Hardyal school, where originally there were 8 people who came.
Okay, understood. Assuming that no problem.
Data is circumstantial evidence.
It must be exact document. Where's the data? That's the heart of it.
Lord, I will just allow me 2 minutes, Lord, because this.
2 minutes, 11:35.
In the meantime, they started. Let me just quickly complete it. I was dealing with Hardyal school. Allow me to just to complete 2-3 sentences, and then I'll straight away come to the data. Hardyal school, 500 students, they attempted Canara Bank paper. Just notice the note and let them respond at the end.
Okay, we just Hardyal school.
That's right, Bahadurgarh Jharkhand.
Yeah.
Canara Bank paper, no Canara Bank paper P available till date. After re-examination, this all the students were taken in the re-examination. Though there was no delay, admittedly, in distributing question paper.
So all the students at this Hardyal school have been required to do a re-examination.
And in the re-examination, about 50% of them appeared, 50% of them did not appear. Re-examination. That's also data.
Now these 1563 are gone from how many centers?
But this they have not disclosed. They never disclose of how many centers. They will answer it.
Rightly pointed out, they were given an option to retain the earlier marks.
And all is being done behind the curtain. Nothing was declared. Every day they have been giving press release, but with regard to this, there is not a single press release.
देखो अभी थोड़ी देर में डिस्कशन चल रहा है, कुछ ना कुछ आज तो सॉल्यूशन निकलना चाहिए बेटा। हाँ, आज तो हम लोग भी कुछ ऐसा ही उम्मीद लगा रहे हैं। क्योंकि इससे ज्यादा डिले तो होने का मतलब नहीं बनता है, इससे ज्यादा डिले होना भी नहीं चाहिए।
things which, if you can ask, if you can just make a note of these 4 points, Mr. Sexton, Mr. Basit. One, how many centers, at how many centers were the Canara Bank papers distributed? At how many centers totally were Canara Bank testing booklets distributed? Two, out of those centers, with how many centers were the correct question booklets replaced? Yes, please. At how many centers were the correct question booklets replaced in the state bank of India? Third, how many centers totally where the questions which were evaluated were the Canara Bank papers, the Canara Bank booklets? Whether there were any centers which were evaluated on the basis of the Canara Bank booklet. Correct? The paper was evaluated. And fourth, once the Canara Bank papers were evaluated, how did the candidates fare? The key which they were declared to the Canara Bank. One cannot declare the key of the Canara Bank papers. Yes, yes. Fifth, yes. And finally, I want to know this, that before I formulate the question, suppose you and I go to Canara Bank, go to State Bank of India and say, give me the question paper. You will not be given the question paper. Right? How does Canada know that I am the right person who is authorized to? There has to be a letter of authorization. Right? Now, who issues the letter of authorization? Letter of authorization is issued by the district in charge. Director General NPO.
City superintendent as well as centers coordinators.
Now, what does a person take to the bank? Suppose I'm the center in charge. Will I have an authorization both for SBI and for Can Bank, or am I only one authorization? Just ask them.
हाँ रीनीट या नो रीनीट में एक फैसला तो आज आ ही जाएगा, ठीक है.
Only city coordinator is authorized, not tenders.
So the city coordinator is authorized to go to one of the two banks.
Yes.
Now, therefore, that authorization is given to the city coordinator when? When is that given to? But is the authorization given for both the banks or only one bank?
I think should be for both banks, logically. It is given, authorization is given 3 days prior to the exam.
It's for both the banks.
For both the banks. Then he is informed in the morning that you go to one of these banks and collect.
Now, if the city coordinator, suppose city coordinator was told in the morning of the 5th that you have to go to SBI, right? Now, that city coordinator will have very all the centers in that city will be on the list control. Right? Now, if the city coordinator in this case has better, they will be campaign and get campaign papers which were then distributed to all the centers in his it's not some centers got SBI and some centers got
Actually very correct. Collected both.
he collected both. How did the city coordinator collect both? I mean, if the city coordinator had better, he should have gone only to the SBI, right? Now, he went to campaign and he went to SBI both. Now, all the centers under him Did you distribute the condemned question paper?
Yes, one center content paper was distributed, which was allowed to be continued. Two centers, the question paper was distributed campaign, but it was withdrawn and SBI was given, that resulting in loss of time.
All pendants distributed. Two of them realized the mistake, withdrew
Who did realize the mistakes?
out of the center call.
So the center coordinator will
Not normally, nobody takes a.
Center presents are different. City coordinator is for all the three centers.
right. So there were three centers, right? So he distributed the condemned paper to all three.
All three editions. And let's say from two, it was withdrawn and correct question paper was
So
distributed.
then why do you not withdraw it from one?
That we have to let's ask.
If you realize that he has made a mistake, you would have gone to all the three centers and said that I better give you the correct thing.
Time lapse maybe the only reason is it was realized at the other center. By that time, maybe the time gap had gone beyond the reasonable time.
So that's what
Yes, yes. You will take specific instructions. You prepare a note on all these 6 questions, please. And you
you're right. Authorization will be given in advance. Should not be authorization in advance. Then he is informed how? He informed of the
on what units app which is created for the purpose of coordination.
informed him.
There is an
The
NTA
bank
app.
will inform everyone across the country.
Yes, through the specific app created for this purpose of
That will be informed by 8 o'clock or so.
5 o'clock in the morning. There is an
But
application.
he was informed with his SBI.
Yes, please.
He went to board.
Yes.
But this Chandan not informed that your papers are being distributed. Right? You can NPA. You will inform the Chandan that your paper is not to be distributed. And you will inform SBI that only your paper has to be distributed. Right?
The message goes to the custodian as well as the city coordinator.
Then how do
Where the lapse has taken
how do Chandan is distributed?
where the lapse has taken place, we'll find out this and
It has to be there.
Right.
the lapse is there.
No, there is another blunder. Hardyal school, in the first instance, despite the Canara Bank paper was given, allowed to be attempted, they gave grace marks to the students who appeared in the Hardyal school. And because of grace marks, 2 of the 8 students who came in the first topic,
Their school, where the Chandan paper was distributed.
Yes.
Students were given their school.
they gave grace marks, and the evidence of grace marks is out of the 2 students in the first 8 from the Hardyal school, they got 718 and 719 marks. When we questioned that how come anybody get this marks, they said it is because of grace marks, otherwise it's not possible.
But they can't be given Hardyal school.
Even for Hardyal school, because on 4th of June, there was only one team.
The base marks are given only for 50, 60 students. Right?
For all students, I believe. Thereafter, all these students were put in a re-examination. How, if Canara Bank paper was given and it was to be evaluated, there is the question of first giving them grace marks and then withdrawing the grace marks and putting them to again a retest.
A mistake which was corrected and retest.
Give a grace
For the base of the entire sentence.
let them answer.
Why would you give grace marks to the Canara Bank school?
No, it was not given to the
Never,
federal.
One second.
whenever Canara
Who
paper
got the
was,
grace mark? Which body of students got the grace mark?
whenever Canara paper, the wrong paper, I'll use it, wrong paper, was initially given, taken back, and the new paper was given, resulting into the time not being available, grace marks were.
So, do we understand you well that grace marks were not given to those students who had appeared for the Canara Bank detail, but who had completed the entire detail?
Yes, yes.
So grace marks were given to only those students to whom a wrong paper was given and it was withdrawn. Is that right? Is that valid?
I will falsify this one just now. In a response to my note at page 19, they have reproduced a table where grace marks have been given. In that table, the center 230701 Haryana Jhajjar Hardyal School. They say that grace marks have been given. Please check. This is what they have filed before this one.
287 students.
Adyar school is a situation there. The students attempted only the command paper.
And they
But did any student of Adyar school get base marks?
they got the best marks. This is how they have conducted.
Mr. Kaushik, did students of Adyar school also get base marks?
I'll take specific
Just from the
It's a systemic failure.
समरी क्या चल रही है अभी इस पे चर्चा करूंगा, थोड़ा सा दे रुक जाओ। मार्क्स के अकॉर्डिंग अगर कम मिला है बेटा तो तुम भी जाके पीआईएल कर दो, और क्या, इतने सारे पीआईएल तो कोर्ट में पड़े हुए हैं, जाके तुम भी एक पीआईएल दर्ज कर दो।
Even only for Hardal school, not the other two schools. For the reason only in Hardal school base marks are given only to Hardal school. Yes. It's not. They are trying to misrepresent facts without knowing the clear picture.
that's what we are absolutely with an open hand. We wanted to disclose on the sides.
Which makes I am instructed to say suffered loss of time despite the fact that they attempted Canada Bank question paper.
Why don't you look in the afternoon? They give us on a piece of paper the correct position.
अभी इक्वल इक्वल चल रहा है बेटा दोनों तरफ से, केस भारी कहीं नहीं दिख रहा अभी।
Let them correct and understand it.
Let it say. Let it say.
Need
Look at that. And one sheet of paper that you ask me to do, then put it as a statement. Because then I don't want later on, application that you look at it normally.
there may be bits in the haste, there may be some confusion because they are jumping on.
So they are still base marks.
Yes, miss.
Base marks are given only in Hardal school.
Only in her.
हाँ कुछ टेक्निकल इशू चल रहा है बेटा चैनल पे मेरे,
The reason is that in the other schools,
कुछ टेक्निकल प्रॉब्लम चल रहा है बेटा, यहाँ से भी नेट का प्रॉब्लम चल रहा है, नेट आ रहा है जा रहा है, नेट बारिश बहुत ज्यादा हो रही है जिसकी वजह से कुछ प्रॉब्लम तो जरूर चल रहा है।
Extra time was given to them as a result thereof. They did not suffer any loss of time.
Let me tell you something.
People
Hardal school, the paper was replaced with a correct paper withdrawn.
It's untrue that both the papers happened to be given after the confusion which the SBI paper was withdrawn and Kerala Bank paper was allowed to be continued. It's a fact.
In Hardal school,
Yes, ma'am.
that's about what we in Hardal school, all students go to Canada paper.
Or would not that we can be from yes on a piece of paper. Yes, on a very nice.
हाँ थोड़ी नेटवर्क प्रॉब्लम चल रही है बेटा पिछले 2-3 घंटों से।
Canada paper in Hardal school. Why would they give base marks?
Let's what we will do is we will compare the city wise where this happened and center wise. Why the different people?
Give it to us in the afternoon. This one.
Yes,
Only one thing, just to put
was paper replaced and under whose orders were the papers continued? Was NTA monitoring this from Delhi or what happened?
It is monitored from Delhi NEET and its communication. It
So
did not
did Delhi get to know in the morning that the wrong paper has been distributed?
what time it came to the knowledge and what time the communication, because it's large number of centers.
Tell us now, Mr. Virat, you have to wrap up.
But in fact, I'm not allowed to proceed by the other side. I
But only one thing-
was on Haryal school. There are 20 questions on Haryal school itself.
They
made 4 statements.
Let me show you. Only a minute. My learned friend is arguing that the entire country's examination is vitiated and therefore there should be a retest. Not giving examples of some mistakes here or there.
Systemic failure.
4,570 may not serve his purpose of assessment.
I'm saying there is a systemic failure, and I'm sequentially demonstrate that how the system was so brittle and fragile because we at the whims and fancies of these invigilators and city center operators who are private individuals, got nothing to do with the government. With regard to Jhajjar Road and just closing Jhajjar, I want to say, in the first response they said, Haryal school, Canada paper was given, they attempted Canada paper, they evaluated Canada paper, no grace marks were given. This is their stand just now. They changed it. With regard to the other 2 centers, they said there was a loss of time and that is why grace marks were given. Just now they said it. Now they have again said it with regard to those 2 centers, no grace marks were given, extra time was given then and there. Who took the decision? I also rightly asked the question. Now, with regard to Haryal school, just to fact I want to bring to Malar's notice, a student who got 719 marks in Haryal school with grace marks, they were given re-examination along with this 1563. The same student had earlier the rank was 68 with 719 marks out of 720. Now the rank is 58,413. With regard to the student who got 718 in the same Haryal school, where the rank was 69, after re-examination, the rank is 38,497. Now they do not know whether
देखो बेटा एक बहुत बड़ा मुद्दा निकल के आ रहा है हरदयाल स्कूल से.
On 4th of June, they declared one result, that is SBI result. There is no separate key. They did not even disclose on 4th of June that there was loss of time. In the loss of time, we are compensated with grace marks. This they had to come out with only when they were confronted with 719 marks and 718 marks, because this is not numerically possible with the number of marks in negative marking. Then they said, now in the entire country, what they do is, this NTA has collected about 400 crore rupees from the students. Thereafter, I give example of word seeker now, which
Supreme, यानी no tension. Supreme total piping solution. जीवन भर का साथ.
out of 49 center, only one center is this Kendriya Vidyalaya. Rest 48 centers are all private schools, self-financed private schools. All their city coordinator, invigilator, superintendent are all private individuals whom NTA issue checks of 2,000 rupees a day or 2,500 or 1,500 rupees. Now, because this one court is kind enough to allow me to argue this case, because so many people have come to assist me. They've shown me photographs of the school, private school in a village where this exam is being conducted. It doesn't even have a boundary wall. Now, I have gone through their entire process. I will not call it as SOP. Now, that indicates that at 5:20, the paper is collected by the invigilator. And the OMR sheet is taken. Now, what is the time when this OMR sheet is to be sealed? It's nowhere prescribed. It remains in the center. We have spoken even to the center vigilator. There are 2-3 hours. It keep lying in every center with the center superintendent. and then they have to deposit it somewhere where all the OMR sheets are collected. Like for seeker, there's one place where OMR sheets are ultimately collected in one center. There is no procedure NTA prescribed that 520 this OMR sheet is collected, then 530 it should be sealed in the presence of the students. Because they have trained these invigilators across the country.
Then what time do they get deposited with a centralized deposit?
There is no time given. Let them file a specific affidavit if they have ever in black and white.
How soon after the examination concluded,
But it is-
the sealing process taken?
They say that it is 8:30 to 9 o'clock. Ultimately, it gets deposited with the city center. But time is the
sealing takes place.
But this I could not find in their entire SOP. I have placed it before this one. So I would say, I will show the data.
Now, Mr. Vira,
I'm coming to the data here.
this complete.
Yes. Now, look, after analyzing the data that we find, there are certain centers which are doing exceedingly well. It's not the students, but the centers are doing exceedingly well. Like Kota and Sikar, both have almost equal number of students appearing.
Yeah.
The data I wanted to show after giving this background, that after 520, there is a lot of time in leaving. And because Kota and Sikar have equal number of students appearing, if we calculate first top centers in the country, getting students having more than 650 rank, marks, then 38 center out of 49 center are only from Sikar.
Then getting over 650 marks.
That's it.
38.
38 out of 50.
What is 50?
Now 50 top centers in the entire country.
Yes, more than 650 marks.
Yes. If 650 is taken as a cutoff, and we evaluate that what are the top 50 center in the country.
Then one student gets more than 60.
Yes, sir. So all students put together getting more than 650 are from Sikar out of
38 out of 50 are from
Sikar. Sikar alone. 38 centers here. And 6 centers were adjoining to Rajasthan, which falls in Haryana. This is Mahindergarh, Bhiwani. Rewadi, Mahindergarh, Bhiwani. And now let me kindly see this. There are two factors.
what I'm talking about is that Kota and Sikar centers have broadly equal number of students appearing. Students getting more than 650 marks.
Yes, let me straight away show those charts here.
38 out of 50 are from Sikar alone, 6 in Mangalore, Rewadi and Bhiwani. That's what the chart.
Yes, Lord, may I kindly permit you to refer to my second supplementary row. Yes, Lord, because this is 500. Lord, first annexure, page 13 is their SOP, which I said that there is no time given for sealing after OMR is collected. Then, Lord, the data of top 50 centers, Lord, that is page 101. Annexure C. But before that, Lord, allow me to show one more chart at page 100 for a moment. This again they have to answer it, Lord. If you can answer it close to answer. The difference in the data declared on 4th of June and 20th of July, page 100, you can see this table.
Just see Bihar. Page 100. Listen. Mismatch in the result published on 4th of June 2014 and 20th of July 2024. 4th of June 24 and 20th of July 24.
Yeah.
But just see Bihar at serial number 4. As per 4th of June, registered were 1,54,000, appeared 1,49,000, qualified 74,743. Now the data on 20th of July. Appeared student 1,36,000.
अभी डिस्कशन चल रहा है बेटा, डिस्कशन चलने दो तब बताऊंगा, पूरा कंक्लूजन बताऊंगा, समराइज कर रहे हैं हम लोग.
Difference is appearing almost everywhere. We will respond to that after they respond to.
Because June and 20th July, the number of students comes down.
Correct.
Appears.
Yes, sir. But Rajasthan, no, can you see specifically Rajasthan also for this?
There is something in class also like Tamil Nadu.
Yes.
Rajasthan is class 18,000.
Yes. No, what happens? Let me explain it. Let me explain it for a moment. What happens is, in their system, if I am a resident of Rohtak, Haryana, if I fill up an address of Tamil Nadu, I want to go to Sikar. I can simply fill up my address, some address of Sikar, and they will treat me as a student of Sikar. And I will get a center somewhere in Sikar. People have gone from Godhra, Gujarat to Karnataka, Belgaum. One incident is a girl who got 705 marks on 4th of June. She got failed in 12th class and she is getting 31 out of 100 chemistry and so on and so forth. People have traveled from Odisha, Karnataka to Godhra. And with regard to this, one professor wrote an email which I have placed on record a month before that this is a scam happening.
How many students like did they know what the original place is?
What happens is they do not connect it with Aadhaar card or any proof of residence. They open their system. They say you fill up the address of your residence, whatever you feel like, and we will treat it to be your residence address, and we will allocate you center as per the address you give it here. Absolutely no system in place to verify that.
When I fill up my form online, I can choose a center saying Sikar, I can fill out a center in Tamil Nadu or Kerala.
But I am free to give whatever address I am
Doing a show, I send some residence area.
Not even so, filling it up. Yes, I need to type it in.
What kind of time do they verify whether you are actually a resident?
At no stage, vertically, no paper.
A student can choose a center in any part of the country.
Any part of the country.
And you don't have to submit any document.
Absolutely no proof here. And there is an email, if I can straight away invite you and attention to the email for a moment. Professor email.
Or a change of center, a choice of center.
Page 190 of this permits you to no.
This later on, when you turn last. Argument is that a student can choose a center of their liking anywhere in the country by saying, I reside there. But the student at any point of time in the registration process has to produce any documentary material to indicate that they are residents of that place.
I'll answer that. But when I give the figures of seeker, I'll be able to justify the success rate has gone down, but we'll be able to show that. Let me come to my case.
Right. Go back to the work when a center is sought by a student applies for center or city when you submit an application for a
City.
Now, when it applies for city, Does NTA require the student to upload any documents?
Yes, we will inquire in that.
Absolutely.
Or does that student just kill the city anywhere in the country?
Correct.
They don't verify.
But I just want to point out an email. Like you would remember, Tata College had written them with regard to Godhra a month earlier. In their, they did not act on it. In their reply, they say now they have marked this college Tata email to some competent authority to look into it. Now, with regard to this, allow me to refer to this email at page 190. Yes, I'm coming there. I'm already on the tables here. I'm already on the tables.